Hey guys, welcome back to Swatchfest. I hope you're ready to just sit back, relax, and talk about polish with me for about half an hour or so. Let's get real, that's how long my Saturday Swatchfest videos are. If you don't like long videos, this video might not be the video for you, but a lot of you do like to just kind of like unload with me on Saturday or Sunday whenever you're watching this, and we just talk about something we really love, which is polish, right? And nobody else in our life gets it, but I get you. So anyway, this week was so crazy, you guys. I've had the least sleep I've ever had in my life this week, but my son's doing sleep therapy to hopefully finally cure his insomnia. I am so hopeful, but it's been a really long road. I'm real tired, you guys, but I'm hoping to like get in the routine so that I feel less sleepy, so that my body like knows what to expect. That's what I'm trying to do. Anyway, it's been a real crazy week in that front. I'm going to stop telling you guys when I'm trying to get my hair done because it's like I jinx myself. I think I've discovered I'm one of these people where I'm actually going to have to find a stylist that will come to my home. Like, I cannot manage to find somebody to watch my kids for 3 hours while I go get my hair done. It's just a huge chunk of time where I can't find the time to do that. So yeah, when my mom came to visit this week, that was fun. She just came quickly. She just kind of surprised me, came for 2 days, and she gave me a trim. Luckily enough, my mom is talented enough to be able to trim my hair, so she just took off like an inch. You guys, I know I've been talking about getting this stinking haircut, but I don't think it's going to happen. So I'm just going to, my roots are badly in need of a dye, so we're just going to re-dye it again. I don't know when I'll ever get time, but I really want to find, like, I think I need to find somebody that will come into my home to color my hair for me. That's the reality of it, because I can't leave my home for that long. It's so sad. I'm like a prisoner in my home. No, I'm just kidding, you guys. You know, it is what it is. I'm a mom, so it is what it is. Anyway, I was a single mom all week. Tim finally came home from his trip that he took to Florida and had a lovely time there on the beach while I was at home getting no sleep all week. So I'm like a little bit feeling like a dodo bird with the lack of sleep I've had. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for my week. Let's talk about polish. Let's talk about some polish. Okay, you definitely did not come here to Swatchfest to see me dance, am I right? I don't think you guys want to see that. One of the dancing styles that I know how to do actually is clogging. Do you guys know what that is? It's like a hillbilly form of tapping, and I love it. It's killer for your knees, but I love it. I really, really love it. I need to get some new clogging shoes. Anyway, if you don't know what that is, I dare you to go look it up on YouTube. It's spelled just like how it sounds, like clog, like unclog a toilet, clog a toilet. It sounds like that. C-L-O-G-G-I-N-G. Okay. That'll be a fun little, you know, little sidetrack for you to take. The first polish we're going to look at today is from Sesh. This is the polish that I have on today in this video, and it's a beautiful deep crimson. It's so beautiful. Okay, so you guys, have you been hearing me talk about how I've been meaning to review these Sesh polishes that you can find at Sally's? They look like this. They are a two-step. It says Premier Color. There's a base coat and then this. And I haven't ever uploaded the video because I've just had so many other things to upload in the meantime, and I thought to myself, well, those polishes will always be there. It's not a new collection. It's just a brand sold at Sally's. So I put it off and put it off. Well, I went there this last weekend, and they are clearancing all of the Sesh polishes, and they're on that 50% off plus an additional 50% off or whatever that is. You know what I mean? So I think I got these all for $2, which is a steal. And if you want to go try some Sesh polishes, I hope that your Sally's has this deal like mine does. Basically, I'm not gonna upload that review anymore because it would be kind of irrelevant because Sally's is getting rid of all those polishes. I don't know that Sesh is discontinuing the brand, but the manager at Sally's said that they are not going to carry them anymore because they didn't sell. So it's a bummer because they are really beautiful. The problem with them is they were expensive. They were, I think, around $10, something like that. And I just don't think that people want to pay $10 for a Sesh polish when they can buy OPI. You know what I mean? Like, OPI is more fun for people to collect. But I think I picked up 5 polishes for that review. I picked them at random. I had one that like I couldn't use. There was something wrong with the formula where it did not apply. The rest of them were beautiful. They applied smoothly, evenly. They felt silky. They felt expensive, and they were beautiful just like this. So for that, you know, for that reasoning, it's a bummer that they're being discontinued, but at the same time, like, I wasn't gonna buy any more at that expensive price, you know what I mean? So anyway, if you want to go try any, like I said, they are clearancing. Let me tell you what this one is. It's so beautiful, you guys. This is called Refined, and it's definitely worth the money at the like $2, two something price tag. In my opinion, I love this shade. So anyway, this is beautiful at 2 coats. It slides on so easily. Like I said, it feels like an expensive polish. So I think that they actually did really well with this brand, and my review was going to be, you know, pretty much an A+, except for that I had that one random polish that like was so sticky, goopy, nasty that I couldn't even apply it. The other thing is their base coat, it like exploded on me one day, and it's one of these really sticky base coats. I don't really understand this kind of base coat. Like, the bottle is still sticky, and I haven't touched this in months. 3 or 4 months I haven't touched this. And so I don't understand how this product can stay so sticky and not like dry down. But it's one of these bases that's basically like water. I'm going to show the bottle up to you up close here so you can see. See that? So anyway, it's like, I mean, it's supposed to, I think it doesn't say on the back, but I think it's supposed to be like a sticky base coat to help it stay on longer. Anyway, I did not care for this. I don't like things that are really messy. So anyway, let's take a look at Refined, and I do recommend this brand to you guys. Basically, I'm going to put those polishes into my swatch bin, so they will show up in Swatchfest, and they're going to be disappearing out of Sally's, but I don't know for sure if that means you can't find these anywhere. Like, I'm guessing the Sesh is going to continue to sell these on their website, I'm guessing. Okay, so for pink, we have this beautiful, oh, this is beautiful. Oh, that's nice. It got a little bit warm. It was warm today. It was almost like feeling like summer almost. Not really. You know, not really summer, but coming out of these rainy, wet, cold days, it was nice outside. I had the windows open all day. Anyway, so I'm like a little bit warm. Okay, get it together. This is Revlon Desirable, and this is one of the polishes I picked up when they were clearancing a bunch of them at Rite Aid. This is a beautiful, soft, rosy pink mixed with gold, and it's one of those kind of metallics where you can see every little particle. I just love it. This is the same kind of look that was in those Zoya shimmers that I really, really loved. This is rather sheer though, because it doesn't have that same creamy base that those Zoya polishes does. This is just all those particles, like straight up all those particles in a very thin base. Let's just look at it so you can see what I'm talking about. This is Kiko. Kiko continues to slay my life. Their polishes are so good. I was talking to you guys in last Swatchfest that if you haven't tried them, please do. You can go to their website. Underneath this polish in the description bar, I will link their website for you because I saw some people asking, you know, where do I purchase these and stuff. Anyway, so I will link the website. So this is number 492, and I will put right here what the name of this polish is. It's so beautiful. Kiko does such a great job, and they're really not expensive polishes. They are only 11 milliliters, so they're a little bit on the smaller side, but they aren't super expensive either, you know what I mean? So anyway, this is a orange red with a strong gold shimmer that almost makes this look like a fire on your nail. It's so beautiful. I'm going to show you 2 coats. Am I going to do 3 coats of this? 2 to 3 coats. It just applies so cleanly, so easily, just like every other Kiko polish I've ever put on. I definitely recommend you trying a few. Just look at the website that I'm sending you to and just pick out a few. And I don't think you will be disappointed. Really, all the ones that have like the shimmer look on them are really, really good. So let's keep going here with yellow. Look at this fun yellow. Do you guys know what this is? You OPI connoisseurs, do you already know what this polish is? If you follow me on Snapchat, you already know what it is. So I picked this up from Trans Design. They have a clearance on their OPIs. Well, their clearance is $5 a bottle, so it's not like incredibly clearanced. But I found Fiercely Fiona on their website. You guys hear me talking about transdesign.com all the time. So it's a pretty good price for OPI. That's pretty much the least expensive of anywhere online that I've found, where you can get current, like their current collection and older stuff. So Fiercely Fiona is a really cool greeny yellow. It's like a muted green yellow. It's supposed to be for Fiona from Shrek. I love this shade. This is such a weird polish, and I love it so much for that. It also doesn't have a perfect formula. It's 3-coater and still a little bit patchy at the 3 coats, but I was really digging this color. It's just so different, and that's why I love it. So it's not just like, hello, you're like everything else. So I'm gonna show you 3 coats of this. Let's take a look. Speaking of OPI, you guys, I finally picked up those 3 Ulta exclusives of the OPI Fiji collection, and I was swatching them, and I was like, wow, these look really, like, they're beautiful, but they kind of look like things that I've already seen. And I sat down here and I was starting to film, and I was getting going, and I was like, hold on a second. I was like, I know I'm gonna wanna do a dupes portion. Let me just pull some polishes right now and just show them, like, while I'm talking to you guys about these polishes. And I found exact dupes for all 3, like exact dupes. Don't buy them. You do not need those OPI exclusive Fiji polishes if you have these 3 polishes that are very well loved polishes. They're not going to be ones you've never heard of before. They're like really popular OPI polishes. I hope to have that video up for you soon, and we're going to swatch them. They're beautiful, you guys. They're really beautiful polishes, but the problem that I have with it is that you're paying Ulta price, which is like, what, $10.50 or something per bottle? It's not like Trans Design where you can buy it for $5 and you're like, okay, at least I feel better about that. I'm not, you know, spending $10 per polish on these polishes that are just creams. They're beautiful, but they're just creams. They're made in giant OPI batches. They're not like indie polishes where somebody's mixing it by hand with love, pouring their heart and soul into each polish and mixing all these cool components together, you know what I mean? Nope. They're made in giant batches, and then they sell them for $10.50 a pop. So that was my frustration in that video. You will see in that video, I'm a little bit frustrated. I wasn't trying to be like hating all over OPI in that video, but I wanted to be clear that, like, basically they took polishes they already had that sell very well, and then they're like, here you go, here's some new polishes for spring summer 2017. So that video is coming up soon, you guys. Look out for that one, hopefully in a few days. All right, let's talk about my green polish. This is a Claire's polish. I did not really love this polish for two reasons. It's a mood polish, so you guys know, like with mood rings, that depends on like your temperature of your body, not really your mood, right? So I went to go try to get this to color change, and I couldn't do it, whether I froze my hands to death in the freezer or I put them under very warm hot water. So I couldn't really get it to color change. I took issue with it for that reason. Other than that, it's a very beautiful green shade. I mean, it's really, really pretty. It's kind of similar to the polish in the Color Club collection review, which that Color Club collection is so good. I found out that I had only picked up 11 out of the 12, so I had to get that last 12th one, and then that review will be coming up for you guys very soon, you guys. It is so good, the So Lit collection. Thank you for all of you who asked me to review it because I love it. This is called Mood Turquoise. My bottle says $5.50. Don't buy this polish for $5.50. I think I got it for some kind of sale, but anyway, it's a pretty color, but it needs 3 coats, and it didn't really change any kind of color, so yeah. Turquoise messed up my manicure. I messed up my beautiful Refined. One of my nails is all smudged now. Okay, so my blue polish is my A+ polish of the week. I really liked a lot of these polishes. Like if you're really into red, this could be your A+ polish. If you don't really like the blue, I'm going to show you later. This next polish I want to talk about is really, really cool too. This is from Essence. It's called Vampire's Love. My friend Sue sent this to me, so I don't know how easy this is to get. She lives in Europe. So this is called Gold Old Buffy. 3 words, but they weren't all in a row. So I'm not really sure if that's the real name. You guys will see here in a second when I show you the bottle shot. Anyway, but the line, this is like a specific line from Essence called Vampire's Love. I don't know. So this is a blackened, it has a blackened base. This is very sheer though because it has a lot of gold, like antique gold, like greeny antique gold shimmer. And they want you to be able to see that through the black. So you can't really see it through black without it being textured if you don't really sheer out the base. So that's what they did. So it needs 3 coats, and even then I had to kind of like dot on a little bit of polish in one spot. You know how you do sometimes if you're like, hey, it's bald right there, so you just dot a little one right there and then go in with your top coat. So I had to do that for this, but this is really pretty. I mean, if I didn't have to like finagle with it, having to like do that with a polish kind of throws it out of the running from being A+, but it's really, really pretty. Like I said, I don't know how easy it is to get your hands on this, but it's really stunning. guys, so let's talk about some makeup I'm wearing. I listened to Jamie Page Beauty talk about how this palette is her favorite palette of life. So I finally caved and purchased it last week, and it is the Tartelette In Bloom palette from Tarte, and it really is something special. Let me show you guys. Let me get a picture of it up here for you. So when I first look at this, you're like, wow, that's just a whole bunch of neutrals. It's just like, every time I went to go look at this at Ulta, I was like, yeah, I mean, it's pretty, but is it like a necessary palette? And then I have listened to Jamie Page Beauty, well, I'll say her whole channel name, Jamie Page Beauty, talk about how much she loves this so much, and I really trust her opinion. If you don't follow her channel, I really love her channel because she tries so much makeup. Anyway, I've heard her say so many times how much she loves this. There are all matte shades except for 2 shimmers, and let's see, what did I try today? I used Flower Child, Smarty Pants, Rebel, and that's it, I think. Yeah, that was it. And then Funny Girl was that champagne, which I didn't care for as much. It was okay. I think because I was just using it in my inner corner, I didn't really get like a full idea of it. Anyway, these, have I called them polishes yet? I always do that with eyeshadows. I call them polishes. These eyeshadows, what I love about them, I mean, I've only used, what did I say, those 4 shadows so far. I would dip my brush into it and I'd place it where I want it to go, and it would just go there in that spot, and then I could blend it from that spot, and it wouldn't just like completely fall away so that it wasn't there. It wouldn't like blend everywhere and get everywhere. It was just so easy to work with. And I'm not an eyeshadow novice, but I'm more of a novice than I am an experienced eyeshadow person. That's how I feel, like so far away from professional that it's a joke, you know what I mean? So for me, I'm like really appreciating the fact that they're so easy to work with while being so pigmented. So anyway, that's what I have only on my eyes today. No light and dark palette. I know, can you even believe it? I was like, no, let's just go straight up for this palette. Last year was the year of the, is it called the light and dark? I keep calling it the light and dark. The Kat Von D Shade and Light. It's called the Shade and Light palette. I always call it the light and dark palette. You guys are probably like, come on, Phoebes. Anyway, last year was the year of the Shade and Light palette. I think this year is going to be the year of the Tartelette in Bloom. Don't get me wrong, I love the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I love that. But I feel like this is going to be like my basics that I use every day, like I've been using that Shade and Light palette. And on my lips today, if you've been wondering what this beautiful red is, this is from Wet n Wild. I love these liquid cat suits. They're so good. This is Missy and Fierce number 930B. They're so easy to wear. They're not sticky. They dry down, but they don't dry me out. I really have been enjoying these, and I need to figure out which ones I have so that I can go pick up the rest of them. Anyway, so let's get back to polish. All right, so purple this week is another Everglaze polish, and this is just so pretty, you guys. This is called I Lilac It. This is a very kind of grapey purple. It goes on great in 2 coats. This is, I mean, you guys have seen the Everglaze here in Swatchfest by now. This is another one that's being clearanced at Sally's, so if you haven't tried these yet and you want to, I really like them as well. They apply very nicely. I maybe have tried a couple that I didn't like, but I've tried, feels like 10 or so that I've tried by now, and I've really liked a lot of them. So it's just a really beautiful purple. It's not, you know, something completely brand new, but it's like a bright, beautiful, medium purple. The next polish is also super great. This is another Color Therapy from Sally Hansen, and I love this oh so much. I just really love this line. I wish that they had more colors that interest me. I feel like I've picked up the 5 or 6 that really interested me, and the rest of them are kind of just like, okay. But I continue to love the formula so much that I feel like I'll probably love any of them that I pick up, you know what I mean? So anyway, this is the shade Steely Serene, which this doesn't look steel at all, but it kind of looks more like a mink brown. It's so beautiful. It's great at 2 coats. I just love how these lay on the nail, how they apply. So great. Definitely try to get them on sale though, because yeah, they have marked these up quite a bit depending on which store you go to. The best price I found them for is like $6.75 at Walmart or Target. So anyway. I wanted to quickly tell you guys about the book that I'm reading lately. I have been on a booktube kick. I've been really enjoying discovering some new booktubers, if you guys know what that is, and the community of people that review books on YouTube. Like, I'm in the community of people who review nail polish. They call themselves booktubers. We don't call ourselves polish tubers yet, but you know, who knows? Anyway, it's called booktube, how they've named it, and so I've been really paying attention to what people are loving lately, and this book came up on a few channels, so I picked it up. It's called The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken, and she's a pretty young author, and she has quite a few works under her belt. And basically this novel is about this young girl. It's in a dystopian society in America where basically these children all start either dying. This is not a spoiler, you find out in the very first chapter. They either die or they develop these magical powers, or they're not even really described as magical powers. They're more like, they're just like mind, they get these, not mind powers isn't the word I'm looking for. Basically they can do cool things with their mind, but they don't ever call it like magic. What chapter am I in? I'm at page 124. I'm not like a fast reader, to be honest with you guys. I love reading, but when I read, like, I have to read it deliberately, and then sometimes like go back and read again, like the whole paragraph, you know what I mean? I wouldn't consider myself a slow reader, but I'm definitely not fast like I was, you know, like in high school or something. But I know that people who are like fast readers can read this in like an hour. I'm not like that. I take my time is what I'm trying to say. So I'm at page 124, and I have to say, if you've already read this, don't leave me any spoilers in the comment section below, but if you've read this so you know like what kind of books I'm kind of looking at right now, you can let me know if there's anything else that you really like that I should read, or you know, we could discuss this book. Anyway, the only frustration I'm having with this so far, I like it so far, but she's one of these kind of characters where she just hates herself for her abilities, which is kind of, it's like a humility, which is nice for somebody to be humble, but at the same time, like, I'm like, no, just like be like not proud of what you are necessarily, because she doesn't know how she can be good. That's the problem. She only can think about how she could damage others, and that's why she's upset. But I'm still just like, I'm 124 pages in, and she is to yet see anything good about herself. And it's just it's pretty dark for, you know, still 124 pages on the heroine, or, well, I don't even know, maybe she's not going to be the heroine, I don't know. But the main voice of the book, she still just hates herself. So it's kind of like, oh, come on, I know that they're leading us down to like the fact that you're going to be actually awesome when you figure out how to control what's going on with you. But right now I'm in the part still where she's just like so self-loathing. So I'm just like, oh, come on, get over it and just like figure out who you are and what you can do and just be awesome. Like, that's kind of how I'm at. So anyway, I am enjoying it so far though. I don't get enough time to read. I wish I had more. Let me show you the other books I picked up. I'll do a little mini book haul really quick. So I picked up 3 other books this month too, and I still have to read I still am halfway through. Is it called The Assassin's Blade? I don't know. I was showing you guys that months ago and I never finished it. I really need to finish that book. Okay, so I picked up This is Selection by Kiera Cass. I'm not going to give you guys overviews about all of them. I just want to show you what I picked up based upon loads of recommendations that I was watching on YouTube. This book is pretty well known by now. This is Cinder, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you had already read this. This is like a different retelling of the Cinderella story, as I'm sure you could surmise from the title of it and the picture. And then I picked up, lastly, this is Red Queen. And these three, I haven't read them at all, so I'm not super sure what this one's about. But they all came really highly recommended. All right, so last up we have glitter and A+. So my glitter polish comes from Zoya. I know, a glitter from Zoya. What can this be? This is a pixie dust, so that qualifies as a glitter because this has a lot of glitter in it. This is one of the pixie dusts that has those big chunks in it. So this is called Noir. And I have mixed feelings about this polish, which is strange for a Zoya and me, right? The problem is the base is pretty thin. So it goes on really watery except for the particles you're picking up to be in your texture. It's kind of like this beautiful dark, it's like a mix between the pink and the glitter, but like this dark blackened red berry shade of the base. It's very beautiful at 3 coats. It's really, really beautiful. It's just kind of the journey there is kind of like, am I gonna like it? But at 3 coats, it's stunning. So it really depends also if you like glitter. Like if you don't like glitter removal process, you won't like this. If you don't like textured polishes, you won't like this. But anyway, I did think this was very beautiful at 3 coats, but just all along the way I was like, Alright guys, we are here at the swatch. It's time for my A+ polish. So this again comes from the brand Studio M. This polish is so beautiful, you guys. It's this beautiful blue with a strong, warm, purpley pink shimmer. But it's warm, so it's not like, it's not too bright. I don't know. You'll see when I put it on. It's so, so pretty. Hopefully you're seeing in the bottle here too. But, so this is called Blue Lagoon. I love this. It applies so great in 2 coats. It's so beautiful. But it's basically the same exact polish as Color Club Bell Bottom Babe, which as you know is one of my favorite polishes. This whole line from Color Club, this Poptastic Neons, is that what it's called? The Poptastic, yeah, I think it's Poptastic Neons. I love that whole collection with the strong shimmer. But you guys, the polishes are pretty much the same. I think after having found so many polishes in the Studio M line that just seem to be repackaged Color Club polishes, I feel like we can conclude that that is what they did. I'm not too mad about it though because they're charging you only $2.99 for them. Let's see, are they the same milliliters? I feel like I've looked at this before. Yeah, they're only 0.3 milliliters less than the Color Club ones. So they're charging you way less than Color Club polishes for basically a Color Club polish. You guys know I love the Bell Bottom Babe one, and this one applies just as nicely. It's just as beautiful. So anyway, even though this is my A+ polish, I am pointing out that this is the same polish. So if you already have Bell Bottom Babe, you don't need this one I'm showing you today. But anyway, I am really glad that I have this though. Like literally, this is a polish I love so much. I'm like, oh yeah, I'd love to have 2 of it. This also was a gift to me from Debbie, so thank you, Deborah. Anyway, so this is Blue Lagoon. Let's go ahead and see how it swatches. Okay, you guys, so this week coming up, like I said, we have that OPI where I'm going to look at those 3 polishes exclusive to OPI Ulta. We're going to look at the Zoya Charming collection. We are going to look at the Color Club So Lit collection. We have the February Holo Hookup box to look at still. I'm so sorry. It's coming. I will be showing them to you even though they're not available or anything, but I still want to show them to you because they're stunning and it's good to get to know the brand. I also have the Valentine's Sweetheart Quartet from Ever After and Tonic Polish. That same. Likewise, they're not available, but I think it's still helpful to get to know the brand. And I purchased them and I want to show them to you, gosh darn it. So that's what we're going to do. They're so gorgeous, you guys. What else do we have coming up? We're going to be looking at the Stone Crystal Shimmer collection from Simple Colors. We have lots of stuff coming up, you guys. So lots to look forward to. Thank you for spending some time with me on this Saturday or Sunday or Monday or Tuesday, whenever it is you're watching. If you're new here, I hope you subscribe. Our channel is a really fun place where we just love nail polish here. We're positivity galore in the comment section. You guys are rock stars with the positivity in this comment section. It's just so uplifting. I love that you guys love polish as much as I do. You guys are just so awesome. Thank you for spending some of your time with me today, you guys. If you want to enter the giveaway, you always can. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the rules are in the description bar. You can always open up that description bar. It lists all the polishes I swatch. It gives helpful links in there. It lists the music that you're hearing in my videos. So anyway, that's it, you guys. I hope you had some fun with me today. I had fun with you as I always do. Thank you for letting this be my awesome special place to talk about nail polish. It is such a treat. I will see you guys back for the next review. Take care, you guys. Bye. Mwah.